I lied about being pregnant, just to see if he'd stay. The day he pulled away. It was subtle. He still kissed me goodbye. Still asked how I slept. Still laughed at my dumb jokes. But I could feel it. Like a door slowly closing. He canceled date nights more often. Seemed distracted when we talked. Checked his phone a little too much. Smiled a little too little. So I asked, "Are we okay?" He said, "Yeah, why wouldn't we be?" And I smiled. But something inside me didn't believe him. Because love doesn't feel like slow abandonment. Unless it's leaving. The thought. It wasn't a plan. Not at first. I was lying awake one night, staring at the ceiling, listening to him breathe. And I thought, if I disappeared tomorrow, would he even notice? Would he fight for me? Would he stay? Then a darker thought followed. What would make him stay? And like a match in the dark, the answer flickered. A baby. The lie. I told him over breakfast. He was scrolling his phone. I was making coffee. I said it like it was an accident. I think I might be pregnant. He froze. Looked up. What? I shrugged. I'm late. I haven't tested yet. His face changed. Not panic, just something sharper. More alert. He stood up, kissed my forehead, and said, "Whatever happens, we'll figure it out." And just like that, he stayed. The version of him I wanted. The next few weeks were surreal. He cooked dinner. Held my hand more. Called in the middle of the day just to check in. He smiled at me again. Touched me gently, like I might break. He bought prenatal vitamins. Looked up names. Texted his sister, "Guess who's going to be an aunt?" And every moment of it, every kind gesture, was built on a lie. A lie that I told. And started to believe. Because for the first time in months, I didn't feel replaceable. I felt chosen. The fake symptoms. I Googled everything. How to fake morning sickness. What week cramps usually happen. How long you can go without showing. I became a scriptwriter of my own deception. A performer in a play I couldn't stop. Each time he looked at me like I was glowing, I dimmed a little more inside. Because I knew eventually, the truth would demand an answer. And I had no ending written. The clock. 8 weeks passed. Then 10. He started asking questions. Shouldn't we see a doctor? Do you want me to come to your appointment? I want to hear the heartbeat. And I panicked. Made excuses. Switched clinics. Canceled dates. Faked voicemails from fake offices. And one night, he looked at me and said, "Are you sure this is real?" I nodded. And in that moment, I hated myself more than ever. Because I saw hope in his eyes. And I knew I'd have to kill it. The collapse. I told him in the rain. It felt poetic, which is disgusting now. I said, I lost it. He held me like someone mourning a child. I didn't cry. I couldn't. He cried for both of us. And that made it worse. Because he was grieving something that never existed. And I was grieving someone I'd never truly been. The leaving. We lasted 3 more weeks. Then he came home with a suitcase. Said he needed time. I didn't stop him. I couldn't. Because I'd built a love on the hope of motherhood, without a child. And when the illusion cracked, there was nothing left but the floor beneath us. Bare. Cold. Honest. He left quietly. And I sat in the hallway for hours, staring at the door. Waiting for a knock that never came. What I know now. I don't miss the version of him who stayed for the baby. I miss the version of me that he loved. Even if she was fiction. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I'd just told the truth. That I was scared. That I needed more. That I felt invisible. Maybe he would have left anyway. But at least I would have known who I really was. Instead, I became the worst version of myself. And called it survival.